Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you all are well and good at this time of crisis. My name is Pragati and in today's webinar, you'll learn about the marketing features in Teledues. This webinar will be presented by Ms. Meena H, who is our Customer Success Manager. She'll give you an in-depth analysis of all the marketing features in Teledues. If you have any doubts regarding the topic, kindly type them in the chat box panel and we'll be getting back to you in the Q&A session. Over to you, Meena.
Thank you, Pragati, for a warm welcome and welcome everyone. So as we all know that we'll be getting hands-on marketing feature in Teledues. Let's see what are the insights that we have today. So we'll be learning or we would be seeing how we can manage marketing content and maintaining the database, how we can leverage multi-channel marketing, that is SMS, email, landing page, and missed call. Also, along with that, we'll see the tracking features which will improve the lead conversion rate. Also, how customizations will help our business efficiency. Okay, so I will share you my Teledues account so that we will see how we can do everything one-on-one. So for running out and marketing, that is SMS marketing or an email marketing, the important feature or important feature is to have the content ready. Okay, so now there are two types of content where we can get hands-on, that is SMS content and email content. We'll try to see how we can create template within Teledues, or in case you already have a content ready in Word file in your local drive, we'll see how we can upload that as well. So on your right hand side, you can see there are three icons, that is upload, create template, and filter. We'll try to first upload one Word file, which is very simple. Just click on the file, choose the file, give a file name, and give a description on what does this exactly this file content contains, and then give the public, private, or shared access. So what is this access? Access is nothing but public access is nothing but where when I upload this file, my entire teammates will be able to see the content. Whereas private, which will be within myself or within my account. Shared is nothing but I want to share it with my only two other colleagues. Then it will be a shared account. So shared is nothing but I want to select 2 or 3 people, then I will be sharing it with them and they'll be uploading it. So I'm going to choose a file from my local drive. Okay, and I'm giving a name of the file as well, and giving a description of and this will be a public so that my other teammates can have a look at it, and then I'll be directly uploading it. So once it is uploaded, you will find out that it's a type of a document that have been uploaded, and that was the date and time, and modified was also at the same time. So modified will change when you are editing something in that. From the action column, you can delete it, download it, or you can copy the link as well. So even a PDF file is also accepted in the same platform. Now let's go on to how to create a template if in case you already don't have it. So I'm going to click on create template. Give a template name. So I have heard a lot of my clients, or I would say my customers, they used to ask me why we need to fill this information. So the simplest answer is, even when you are creating your own template or a folder in your local drive, a name is required to save it, and so that you know what contains in that particular content or in that particular file. Similarly, this is also the same way that while you are creating a template or when you are creating a content, you have to name something for that. So I'm going to name after my name. Okay, so that this will be easily available for me next time if I want to select this particular template. Now there is a type. So what is a type? There you can see SMS and email. Now we have to bifurcate between a SMS content and a email content. A question will arise why. SMS content has different set of details, like SMS content depends on the characters and the credits. Okay, so when you're creating a SMS content, you have to make sure that 160 characters are used for one usage of the credit. If you want a longer message, it will take 2 credits, where you will be able to upload around somewhere around you can use around 260 characters or less than that. Okay, so you have to make sure that SMS content is within 160 characters or more than that, depending upon your credit usage, or you wish to use the credits. Whereas email, it's a lengthy message, as we all know. We can type a longer message with a lot of detailings that we want to do it. So I'll first show you how to do a SMS content. And description, again, many people are confused that description is the actual message content that the customers see. No, that is not the main message content that you will be writing it across here. The description here, you will be writing it for your reference. And here I'm going to write it as this contains a welcome message. Okay. And whereas coming to create tags, so in a year we get around a lot of offers, right? So same offers, we can make some changes and then we can utilize it. Now how will you filter it out which content you want to utilize? So this is a warm message, right? Like for example, welcoming is a warm welcoming message. So I'm just going to write it as a welcome tag, so that whenever I want to search all my messages or all my contents which contains welcome kind of a content, I'll be able to filter it out in no seconds. Okay, so I'm giving us a tag as welcome, and again access will be public, and I'm going on clicking on next. Now this is the editor, I would say the main message content, where you want to select this content and send it across to your clients, your customers, everyone. Okay, now there are 2 things here. One is writing in typical English language, or selecting out any Unicode, or apart from English, in case you want to create template with any regional languages like Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, any other regional languages. If you want to select, click on Unicode as on, translator as a language, and then type in. So if in case I want to select as Hindi, so I'm writing it as Namaste. So that translates. Okay. And here you can see that characters count is 10 and credit contain is 1. Now the character content for a Unicode language is 70 characters for a credit, whereas English is 160 characters for a credit. Okay. So I'm going to save this in a Unicode language, and we'll see how we can run run a campaign with this. Okay, so I'm saving it. Once it is saved, you'll be redirected to this page. Again, you'll be able to see the content, view the content, action will be filled in all those particular details. Now we'll create an email content. Creating an email content is again the same steps. Only difference is we'll be creating an email template and clicking an update as a public, and click on next. Yeah. Now here you can write on the content or the entire email message that you want to show it to your clients. Okay. So I'm not going to write the complete email. Okay. Okay, so this is my content and I'm going to give the unsubscribe link here and then saving it. So in case I want to add any images, I want to change the font, style, colors, headers, or if I want to bold something, or if I want to add some hyperlinks or something like that, all these things can be done from here. Okay, and if I want to align the text, whether it is right align, left align, all these things can be done across over here. Okay, now I'm going to save this file. So the content is ready. Now you want to know how to filter the content, which is really very, very important, because we create a lot of content and we don't know which content to be used, or we don't know what content is utilized in or what type of a content is there in a file. You can search via file name, file type, whether it's an SMS content or a email type of a content, or file description, the one which we had already learned earlier, the tag, or the created date. If you remember via created date also, you can filter it across. Okay, so these are about content manager. Now coming to learning of how to manage your database. So what is list management? Under Teledues, list management will help you store your database, which is there in your Excel file. Okay, so for example, I already have an Excel file with me that I'm just opening up across for you. So this Excel file I just created, and I have given a header. Okay, so for this particular campaign, or any campaign that you want to run, the list is very much important. Be it for sending out bulk SMS campaigns or for email campaigns, make sure that the mobile number for SMS campaigns, email IDs for email campaigns are important. Also, in the webinar insight slide, I had showed you that how you can utilize or personalize the messages, right? So personalization is nothing but the first column, where you will actually know your client's name or the person's name you're going to send, and you personalize them and you send it across. So utilizing this particular file, we will now see how we will be able to upload the list and run the campaigns. Okay, so I'm just going to save this and click on upload list. Choose the file. I'm going to choose the same file. Select mobile number or the mobile header. Select mobile number, and under email header, select the email header and store this file name and give public access or private access, whichever is convenient for you. The access remains the same, or access explanation remains the same, and click on upload. Once this is uploaded, you can create tags if in case you wish to, if you can, if in case you want to add additional numbers, like for example, in the same Excel file, you want to add around 5-6 numbers more, you can do that. Okay, like how? Clicking on new, write as let me just ignore the email ID here and then create it. I'll be able to create it. Okay, so similarly, you can add any n number of numbers here, and then you can store the content. You can export it as well. You have table control to see all the valid, invalid datas, how many mobile numbers are valid, how many email IDs get valid, how many mobile numbers are invalid, and invalid email IDs, bounced and unsubscribed emails. All these things are a sort of filters for that particular file. This particular table control will be available for you in all the files you upload. Okay, now I'm going back to the list. So currently we have learned about adding up a content or creating up a content, and then a list manager where we will upload, where we will be uploading the Excel file or maintaining up the database. Now coming to the main part, that is sending out bulk SMS and email services. So we'll first see how to run a SMS campaign. For sending out a SMS campaign, right hand side first icon, that is clicking on new campaign. Once you click on new campaign, you will have the first 5 steps where you will be able to you'll have to update it. So now we have to first give the campaign name. So when I say campaign name, this is for your reference again. So I'm just going to write it as okay. So this is the campaign name that I want to trigger. Now, what exactly does this campaign hold, or the description holds? So again, this is just a welcome message that I'm going to provide. Okay, so okay. Welcome campaign is the description. And route, you can select with sender ID, and select a sender ID that has been registered with your company name, and then click on next. Okay, once this is done, in case you have ad hoc 1 or 2 numbers where you want to send out bulk SMS for 1 or 2 numbers, you can do that, or by adding the numbers here, or you can select the file which we have already uploaded in the list management for around 1000 or 2000 numbers. Okay, so I am going to search it in my main. This was the number, or this was the file that I uploaded currently. Okay, now I'm going to click on next. So there are 3 types of tracking options. One is missed call, where we will be providing you a missed call number, and from that number you can utilize it in a tracking option, and then see or give a message to your clients that if you are interested in our services, then just give a missed call. We will be able to track out the missed calls, which person has given at what point of time. And whoever has given the missed call, assuming that I have given a missed call, and I will be receiving a message that thank you for calling us, our executive will get back to you. Whereas you who have sent a message to the client or the customer, you also receive a notification that this number has given a missed call from this time to this time. That is about the missed calls. Coming to a redirected link, now when you are running up a campaign, you want your clients to click on certain link or your website link and see, you want to make them aware that there is a company like this which offers something like this or which has some product like this. The better way to give a client about what you do is through your website, right? So now I'll be utilizing this particular redirected link and utilize my company's email ID, okay, website link, so that I will know how many people have exactly clicked on this particular link. Okay, so this will provide me an idea that my messages have been sent to these many people, and these many, out of those many people, around 50 to 70 people have clicked on my link. Okay, we will get an idea of that. Now we also have an option of tracking them in Google Analytics. So you can have the parameters on. Okay, when you click it on, you will have the parameters. Fill in these details if in case you are keen on getting the Google Analytics as well. Okay, so now I'll be clicking on next as I have selected the tracking option. Coming to the message text, now here is the place where I will be utilizing with header. With header is nothing but a personalized message to my clients, because I know their name and I want to send it with header. Now I'm going to select a content. Okay, so this is the content and this is the header, and I'm going to type the entire message. Okay, and I'm going to add a link. So this link will transfer it as a shortened link, or what we say as bit.ly link. It will be visible for the clients whenever they click on this, you will get the update that this person has clicked on the link. Whereas you can see here, including a space, 55 characters are typed in and 1 credit will be utilized. Okay. If in case you want to select a Unicode content, you can click on this Unicode and your template will be visible. If in case you don't have any template, just type in the message. It will show it for you. Okay. So this is the message content. I'm going to send it across now. So I'm going to click on next. This is the sample message that will reflect for you. This is how the SMS looks like with the personalized message. As you remember, the Excel file had the name column in the Excel file. Okay, so this is how it looks. I'm just giving on OK. Now there are two things. One is scheduling of the particular campaign for X date and time, or sending it right away. I'm going to schedule this particular campaign for tomorrow. Okay, I'm just clicking on tomorrow's 2 p.m. or 2:20 p.m. Okay, I am going to trigger this for tomorrow's date and clicking on go. Now this shows that there will be 2 credits that will be deducted, and am I sure about it? Yes. And this campaign is scheduled for the day, that is tomorrow 2:20 p.m. Now coming back to campaigns, you will be able to see that this is a scheduled campaign and it will show you that this has been scheduled. Okay. Now, what all the things, once the campaign is completed, what are the things that we will be able to see? When I click on this particular campaign, I will be able to see that how many numbers were triggered, what was the message content, how many units were utilized, what was the sender ID it went through, what is the status of the message, the date and time that was delivered, and from action column you can add to a lead box if that is a prospect lead for you. Okay, so if there is any link that has been added in the message content, it will show it to you across here that the message was clicked or not. Okay, you can download this via CSV file, or you can go back to the campaign as well. So this is how you will get the reports as well. Now coming to email marketing, or I'll first finish up with the missed call marketing. So when we are sending out SMS and you have chosen the tracking option of a missed call, and you will be assigned a number, when you click on missed call and you will be redirected over here. From here, select the number that has been assigned to you. I'll just show. This is our missed call number. Okay. So whoever has given the missed call at certain date and time, all the numbers and the information will be stored here in that particular number itself. Okay. So our missed call number is 08067335505. If someone gives a missed call on that number, all the information from which number to which number they had given a missed call, what was the operator of that particular SIM, which circle they had given the missed call from, was there any reply SMS status sent? Like reply SMS status is nothing but me as a missed call giver, I would have received a message, and you as a receiver would have also got a message that you have received a missed call. Okay. So from here again, you are allowed to call to the client or add them into your contacts or add into a lead. So all these informations you can utilize from the action columns. Now let's learn about landing pages. What is a landing page? Usually a landing page is something where you want your clients, where you want your customers to land there and see the information that you want to portray them, or some information that you want to show it to them, right? So let's create a landing page. So I'm clicking on new campaign and I'm giving a campaign name here and a description. Once somebody fills up the landing page form, I want them to see this particular message. Okay. And post submission not required. So whoever fills on this particular page, that has to go into a lead box. You can utilize this however you wish to. And if in case whoever fills on this particular landing page, you want the notification to become, you can customize this, or I would say you can enable the notification channel and then save it. Now I have to choose a particular template where my team or my clients will be able to fill these informations for me. Okay, through the BeFree editor, This is a sample landing page. You can utilize this, or you can, drag and drop the information as per your convenience. So I'm just going to, delete this and add a text inside. Okay. Yeah. And this is just a drag and drop option. You can utilize it however you wish to. I'm just writing it as factors, and this is a playbook. Growth, okay, and I can just utilize the images if in case I need, or I can, yeah, and I want it to be a bolder one around like this. Yeah, so you can drag and drop. Basically, I can utilize the informations of this. I can change this text into 2020, and yeah. So all these informations you can drag and drop, as you can add your customers' details or the customers you're working with. You can add their images. You can add all these details, or if in case you want to change the colors and everything, you can definitely do that. Once this is done, click on save. Okay. Once it is saved, you will be able to see it across, and you can utilize this particular URL to whichever campaign you are running around, like SMS campaigns, email campaigns, your any other place, social media campaigns, any place you want to utilize this particular link, you can utilize there. Whoever has clicked on this particular link, the count of the number of visits to this particular link will be shown across over here, and whoever has filled that particular form will also be calculated here. Okay, so here you will get the form filled information, like what date and time they filled the form, what was the name, mobile number, email ID, and the company they have been trying to contact you, and the other information and the actions you can take across will be visible for you. I'll show you how exactly campaign looks like once it is once the form is campaign. And we'll inform the clients, or we'll tell the clients a lot of times that not to send out bulk promotional contents or promotional messages for the email campaigns. So we'll try to send out transactional contents more. Okay, so we'll give the campaign name. Again, this particular campaign name is for our reference to see that what would be the end result of this particular campaign. So I'm going to write this as, okay, and description as usual. Coming to purpose, purpose is again email plus teledues route. This is the route that you will be given across to send out the bulk emails, and we'll be clicking on next. Here you will be selecting one or multiple files. Okay, so this is the sample file that I have uploaded, and that's the only file I'm going to send the SMS, or the emails for. And if there is any duplicate email IDs in this, it will get removed. Also, you can see that we have informed, or we will be trying to tell you that kindly filter your database before running up bulk email campaigns, just to reduce high bounce rate with that. Okay. So once this is done, click on next and fill in the attributes. Now, what is attributes? This is the place where you will be defining your subject line of the email, where you will be giving your company name as a from name or your personal name, from email ID and reply email ID. Also, you can track them in Google Analytics. Let's see how we can write this across. And from email ID, I just want to give it as code factors. And the mail that will go is from support@corefactors.in, and the reply, whoever wants to reply, they can reply to my email ID. So now you can see that I have given two different email IDs, right? So here what we do is or I would request my whoever has attended here is keep the domain @domain ID same in both the email IDs, and then you can give a reply mail ID in a different mail IDs. Not every time support will be able to reply back to the mail IDs, or whoever is looking after that particular mail ID might not be able to reply on time. Okay, so you can reply to someone else who will be taking care of this particular mailers. Also, if in case you want to send, a Google Analytics, if you in case you want to track out in Google Analytics, you can do that as well. Now, apart from that, we can see here onto our right-hand side that we have personalized subject with headers. So we in our personal mail, I think we have seen a lot of mails with our name, like my name, and you have won something like this. It's a spam mail basically, but we have always seen that we will get emails from our name most of the times. So you can utilize that as well. You can create that as well. So you can remove this and you can keep it as Meena, welcome to Code Factors. Vimal, welcome to Code Factors, or Hari, welcome to Code Factors. You can utilize the subject line personalized also. Now we have here to choose the templates. Okay. So advanced templates are nothing but where you can utilize your BeFree templates that are already here. You can utilize either of them. Okay, you will be able to again drag and drop option only, which I had already shown to you in landing pages. The same way you can do utilize advanced templates as well. Okay, so coming to saved templates, these are the templates that are stored from Content Manager, which will be visible for you over here. So this is the latest one which I uploaded. Or in case you don't want to utilize both the things and you want to write it right away, or you want to copy paste it from elsewhere, and you don't want to you don't have the time, and you can just directly click on code my own and you can utilize it. But whereas I have already saved something, so I'll be utilizing this again. Instead of customer, you can utilize, or you can give a personalized name and click on greetings, and you'll be able to do these things. And you can utilize more tags as well if in case you wish to. And yeah, so these tabs are common, like font size, style, all these things are common. You can utilize them. And then comes the last step where you will be able to deliver this particular mail. So when I say deliver this mail, in this step you can do three things. First thing, you can send out a test mail to yourself to see how the mail content looks like when it reaches your client. And then you can decide whether you want to schedule this one or you want to run it immediately. Okay, so this is how you run an email campaign. Now clicking on, coming back to the campaign reports, I just want to show you how reports look like. Okay, I am just going to show you. Okay, this one. So this email was sent on 14th of July. Okay, so the participants or the mail IDs were around 1,900, where 512 were opened, and out of that 32 were clicked. Okay, so these are the complete reports you will get. So you want to see who are these 32 that who have clicked, you can download and see the report, or you can definitely filter it out as well. Okay, so if a person has opened 3 times, you will get to know at what date and time he has triggered it, or he has opened the email. Okay, so you will be able to see all these information across. Okay, so this is how you will get the email, and you can export it as well. There is no problem in exporting. You can export this as well. So this is all about the email campaigns, SMS campaigns, and sending out mailers. So yeah, so I am in the end of the campaigns and this thing. So apart from that, you have marketing report in the reporting section. So on this particular month, or in this particular month, how many campaigns did we send in SMS and email. This is the consolidated report that you will get it across. Okay, so in this month I have triggered around 4 SMS campaigns, and these were the total reach and delivered. Okay, whenever we are sending out the SMS, we tend to get the leads sometimes from there. Okay, so what is the lead generation, or how many leads have been generated through these campaigns? You will get a report, or you will get to know in the last column, that is here, lead generated or converted leads. That's the last information you will be able to see. Same information you can see it across for the emails as well. What were the total campaigns triggered in this month? What was the reach? How many were delivered? How many were opened? How many clicked? What was the bounce rate? And how many leads were generated? These information you will get it across. So I am open for question and answers. Pragati, can you help me out if there is any questions that has been posted in the chat room?
Sure, Meena. So thank you so much for your valuable insights. We have learned a lot about the marketing features of Teleduce. So everybody, if you have any questions, you are free to communicate, and you can type it in the chat box panel. Any of you guys have any questions? Yeah, it's hi, it's Dhava. In what way Google Analytics will add value? Meena, can you see?
So thank you for your questions, Dhava. I think Google Analytics has its own way of giving you an complete insight about how a person has reached, and how long he was in one particular page, or the sessions that he has visited. You'll get more insights if you have Google Analytics simultaneously triggering with the campaigns. You'll get more insights with Google Analytics as well. You'll get to know about the areas, the behavior of the person. So yeah, that's again a vast topic altogether. So probably this is how these are the informations that you will be able to find out in Google Analytics.
Thank you, Dhava, for asking. Any other questions anybody has?
Hi, this is Mani. I have one question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So actually, in my company, we sometimes try to send vouchers to our customers. Like we have the voucher code. So each person will be having a unique code. So but is it possible to like do a mail blast for a large number? Like for example, like each person has a unique code. So is it possible in Core Factor to do that kind of mail blast where it will help us to like send the unique voucher code to the certain person, and how to do it?
Okay, thank you so much for your question, Mani. Yes, definitely you can do that. For that, you have to update the details in list management first. Okay, where I had shown you that name, email ID, mobile number, and next to that in the D column, you can mention the vouchers numbers that has been given to them. Okay, while you are selecting the message content, you can also select the particular section where I had selected hi, name, and then the message. Similarly, you can select the unique code as well, or your voucher number as well.
Okay, it will reflect in that headers, right?
Yes, it will be reflecting for you in headers. Yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mani. You can drop your contact details to in the chat room. My team will get back to you on this.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Kevin. I'm calling from Stizen.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah, hi. So here in our company, we just call to our clients and we make this client calling.
You
Right?
mean to say a
So
cold calling?
yeah, cold calling.
Yes.
So here, how we can manage this data in the list management if we upload some Excel files in the CSV format or any other format. So it was showing some errors in that. So these many errors are there, and how to manage that.
First thing is I want to see what is the error that you are getting. Okay. And also I mean, are you our customer already or how is it?
No, we are not the customers. I have some contact details, like I have some email IDs, I have contact numbers, everything. So whenever I just export into my lead management, so it was showing that these many errors are there, and the content, whatever I am uploading, it was not showing. It was not uh, displaying on this lead box or something.
Okay, so for uploading it in the lead box, you have to go to import CSV, okay, where you will get it in more option. And list management is for bulk SMS and cold calling. So if you have already chosen out telecalling feature, you will be able to assign it to your user. So that these two topics are totally different. So you can drop your contact number and mail ID. I will get back to you and get in touch with you and help you out with the lead box import CSV.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Yes, thank you. Sure, then let's wind the session then.
Yeah, okay.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining, everyone. I hope you all are safe in this crisis. And thank you, Meena, for giving your valuable insights on the marketing features of Teleduce. I hope everyone had learned something from this webinar.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you
so much.
everyone for joining. Yeah, thank you.